So it's time! We're about to dick right Steph to the earth, baby! As he shoots from 25. That's what he does. And that spiritual experience. It's so beautiful, man. This is like Christmas morning, even though I genuinely don't like Christmas. So it's a horrible analogy for me, but it's an analogy fairly used. And Steph, another one. The clutchest player in the league. And yeah, I said it. I did say it. And I mean, he's my favorite player of all time. I'm not gonna slag him. I mean, like, what is he doing here? I don't know, but I'm not gonna slag him. He can do no wrong in my eyes. I mean, he can, but doesn't matter. Here he is, Steph Nowitzki, baby, over Kevin Herter from the goddamn post, man. I mean, the new bag is here, man. He's in his goddamn prime, 35-year-old, year 15 or however many it is. Shout out LeBron, as Steph makes another one off the bank. Okay, my voice was horrible there. I sound like, I don't know, a backup singer, but here comes the moment. Steph on the Aaron Fox. Beautiful step back from 25 feet. From 25 goddamn feet. Making it easy, man. Making it goddamn easy. And the Warriors win. Win again. And win again. We're gonna win so much. We're gonna get tired of losing. Shout out Trump or something like that. Even though he's... let's not get political right now, but... shout out Trump clips. They're at least funny. So, that is that at least about Trump. Nonetheless, I'm so happy this game came because it's so beautiful. I have my notes here. I'm ready to talk about it. So, Clay's shot and legs have not been under him. So that's a little bit worrying. As Klay Thompson was 2 of 10 today. Had 7 rebounds, which is great. Had 3 turnovers, so he has been trying to pass a little bit more, but the shot has just simply not been falling, which is rough. It is rough. And we almost broke the record for turnovers. Chris Paul had 3 turnovers. Steph had 5 turnovers. Kuminga had 5 turnovers. So we were turning the ball over like crazy. And we still out-rebounded the Kings, which is insane. Shout out to Trace Jackson Davis, man. He held his own against Sabonis, who is one of the best players in the league at his position, and he held more than his own. You might argue he was playing better than him, considering expectations. Sabonis was 4 of 10, 12, 10, and 8, of course. The stat line is overall better than 13 and 10, but he did more than well on his own. Some of those fouls were just because he's a rookie, and it was obviously some of the verticality, and he needs to figure out the angles and stuff. And when he can play physically or not, but he's looking great, man. He's looking ready to contribute from day one, which is what I've been saying, and a lot of us have been saying, to be fair. And Kuminga's shot really looks pure, man. 2 of 5 from the 3-point line. And what I'll show you some clips, man. I'll show you some clips, man. Let's find them though, because I don't have them prepared, because NBA just decided to, which I genuinely hate. They decided to just not give us clips anymore here, because I don't know, they hate their own fans, I suppose. That's what they do, I guess. Unfortunately, it is what it is. Not much you can do with it, as it doesn't even want to load here. So if it loads, it loads. I'll try to find these clips in the meantime. So bear with me, guys. It was the 3rd quarter here. Let me see. That's somewhere here. Okay, let me mute this. Oh, it's right here. It's somewhere in here. Yeah, here. 10 to 14, is it here? Look at Steph top blocking here. Look at him just hugging Herder there. That's a beautiful defense. I wanted to show that because he's been locked in. He's been goddamn locked in. And it's beautiful to see. He still looks so young, even though he's already 35. And like, the modern era is so fascinating with how great these players are able to literally be until they're 35, and no signs of slowing down from him or from LeBron. Of course, LeBron is not the same player, but they're both still one of the top 25 players in the league nonetheless, right? And it's just goddamn absurd. Oh yeah, this was a great play. I like this one. Even though it ended in a charge, I wanted to show it here as Chris Paul bringing the ball up, slowing the pace down. It didn't really play well, but we were running a lot of pick and rolls with him, and Steph sticks the screen on Sabonis, and he gets the charge, but he makes it. But that's a good run play, I would say. It's beautiful back screen from Steph, and I like this. I really like this, and it will work eventually. Unfortunately, it was a charge, but with Looney in there, it might be better, and not all the time will they be able to draw charges on these plays, which is great. But the fast pace that we tried to play didn't work out really well. And Chris Paul, obviously, Chris Paul started off the bench with Looney out. Trayce Jackson-Davis got the start. And, well, Chris Paul off the bench looked at the start really uncomfortable, really weird. But at the end of the day, he looked solid. Of course, the defense is rough, and no matter how well they were contesting, the size difference was just seen there. Keegan Murray was shooting all over us, and shout out Keegan Murray, man. He's gonna be fun to watch. He's looking like a much better player already, and he's been putting the ball on the deck. He's been making some crazy layups, some crazy shots. Keegan Murray is gonna be awesome this season. So shout out to him, and I said it in my Kings video, so you already know, baby. And with the turnovers, I think we're forcing too many tight window passes, but it might just be me. It feels like we're over-forcing it a little from time to time, but hey, it's alright. It's alright. We were, a little disjointed overall, and there was little to no Moses Moody today, no Kevin Looney, no Draymond, and it was played at a really playoff pace, really. It really felt like a playoff game, or at least for sure heated regular season matchup, and we got them in the preseason. Both teams played their butts off, to say the least, and it was so awesome to watch. It was so awesome to get a preseason game like this. As Clay here, what is this play that I want to show you? Let me just first look at the play, and then I'll see. Beautiful pass by Kuminga. Did I just want to show you a beautiful pass by Kuminga? Because that's what they're making him to do. And he's been doing much better than I expected, to be quite fair with you. Nonetheless, little to no Moody, more GP2, more Corey Joseph. Not sure if I like the Corey Joseph signing. No Brandon Podziemski today, who has been balling in the preseason. And we went more of a regular season, type minutes when you look at it. Wiggins played 30, Steph played 31. Well, all of them played 31 minutes. Chris Paul played 30 off the bench. Saric played 28 with no Draymond. He's going to be huge for this team. 14, 6, and 3. Missed those 2 clutch free throws, but he's awesome. He's really awesome. Defensively, it's not going to be great, but we expected that. We really expected that. And Trayce Jackson-Davis just looks solid, man. He knows his way around the dunker spot. He was 6 of 14, but a lot of those misses, I would say, were more about tip-ins and missed tip-ins. Like, there were some rough misses, but some of them will go in, and he'll be more efficient, as the season rolls on, if he gets the chances, I would say. And we closed with Chris Paul, Steph, Moody, Wiggins, and Trayce Jackson-Davis. Then when Trayce Jackson-Davis got his 5th foul, we went with Saric for Trayce Jackson-Davis and Clay for Moody. So it was Chris Paul, Steph, Clay, Wiggins, and Trayce Jackson-Davis, Dario Saric, which in normal circumstances, I feel like there will be Draymond, right? And I think on some nights it's gonna have to be Kuminga in there instead of Chris Paul. Or maybe Clay if Clay is not playing well, honestly. But I would say the size matters on defense way more than Chris Paul. If Clay's shot's not falling, he can make one in the clutch. I know Chris Paul can also, but and he's not a bad defender, right? He's a really solid defender, Chris Paul. But you really need that size more, I would say, because you could see it on us really a lot of the time when we were contesting their shots. It felt like they were too open, and they missed a lot of those shots. Keegan was 3 of 9, and a lot of them were open. Harrison Barnes continues to do what he does. Kevin Huerter missed a lot of those shots. De'Aaron Fox will not go 0 for 5 every night also, but it's the preseason. Even though it was ramped up, I liked it. I loved it. It was a great preseason game. I'm so already pumped up for this season, and can't wait to bring you more content. Love you guys. Love you guys. Be kind to yourself and to others. And yeah, peace.